Hi, thanks to UMass and Ruth. So they've been a great inspiration to us, the UMass people. Can I get a hello?
Hello!
Hello?
Hello!
And would you all be willing to shout out your names on three? Just first name. Everyone shout out your name on three. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Please forgive me if I don't remember all those, okay? Great. So, a bit about who I am. I'm Chris. I'm a student in Aber Dresdale's Permaculture Student Forum. And that's a class, the purpose of which is trying to advocate and implement, a garden at GCC, a permaculture garden at Greenfield Community College. So a bit about where we came from is last semester, the first course in this new Farm and Food Systems program was called Introduction to Food Systems. So that class had 3 major goals. One goal, study the global food system. Second goal, study the local food system. Third goal, provide some design recommendations to create more health in the local food system. So, what did we find? That's a really great question. Talk about the global food system. We found some serious voids and some serious problems, some of which you maybe know. Who's familiar? Raise your hand. Who's familiar with the global food system and some of the issues there? Feel free to just call out one. I can say one is like, we use pesticides, big problem. You can call out another. Anyone? Monsanto, farm factory, fossil fuels. Desertification. Let's do one more. Contamination of water, the serious issues. So that's what we saw in the global food system. Zoom in, local food system. We studied specifically, when I say local, I mean Greenfield. We saw some voids as well. There were some assets, 2 CSAs in Greenfield. We have a co-op. We have a beautiful co-op in Greenfield, so there's some food community there. But we have voids, right? There's no food education. There's no serious food education in none of the schools. We now have one at the college, but we didn't have one before. Other voids are lack of skills, lack of knowledge. We also found some assets as well. So just to discuss some assets we found, specifically in Greenfield and at GCC, there's a lot of food professionals. You guys saw Keith and Jono Niger, permaculture experts. They are both in Greenfield. Land, GCC has over 100 acres of land. So there's like a huge asset that's there. Plants, right? There's a lot of nurseries. There's a lot of people with this kind of knowledge in the valley. Greenhouse, we have a new zero net energy greenhouse. There's a compost program that people are trying to get started on our campus. We have Aber Dresdale again. Aber Dresdale has been starting this program and with a lot of energy has been bringing students' passion along. So, an administration that's been really supportive. And we have a 20% food initiative. Thanks, Aber. Okay, so, and then we had all these voids. So remember, design recommendations, the question came up is like, we have all these assets. Here, I've created concentric circles, all these assets, and we have all these voids. So, in our pod system, in the food systems class, we're trying to figure out how to connect all these assets that we have and reach all these voids. So the design recommendation became clear through the cultivation pod. We saw UMass had created this permaculture garden. How many people know about the UMass permaculture garden? So tons of you. And so we want to model ourselves. So at the end of the class, we formed this new class, the class I'm in now, the Permaculture Student Forum, to implement this garden. So we have all these assets. We're going to take them. We're going to plug them into this garden. And then this garden will hopefully, once implemented, if that's happening, we're advocating now, we'll fill all these voids, right? The food desert issues and the skill issues and all these issues that we have in our community. And I see that happening with permaculture. Is like that garden that they've created, UMass, that garden they created is helping to fill all these voids. So it's a really special initiative that we have, that we've modeled after them. 30 seconds. Okay, so just quickly, is we had our Shred yesterday. Shred is an open forum where people can come and share their ideas. And it was really successful. It was like vibrantly successful. People came, they were passionate, they shared designs, they shared ideas. So, and the next step is we're gonna have a final presentation. It's up there, May 15th, 1 to 2 p.m. And this program continues, right? So people you know who are interested in food issues, let them know Greenfield Community College has this budding and vibrant food program. That's like, it's really fun, it's really educational, it's really supportive. So that's one thing that's going on. And also we have this permaculture garden. We really want people to engage. We really want people to share their wisdom, to come and participate, to learn from the garden once and if we get it implemented. So one more thing before I leave is do this with your local schools. It's been so much fun. We've been building community. It's been challenging us. You know, that's a big thing when we move forward in food issues is we're going to have to fight through these challenges. So move forward, help us, help your communities. Thank you so much.